What's up, YouTube land? This is Mr. Sharp with Sharp Bets DFS, joined by the one and only JohnPick. How you doing today, John?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine, man. Feeling a little under the weather. Got some kids under the weather, but tell you what, man, I'm ready for some Saturday playoff football.
Always, baby, always.
All right, so let's take a look at what we got tomorrow. We got the first game is going to be Jacksonville Jaguars versus Kansas City Chiefs. We got a over/under of 52. Looking like it opened up with Kansas City minus 8.5 and currently at minus 9. No crazy weather. Looking like it's going to be a high-scoring game. He passes the eye test as a high-scoring game. What do you think, John?
I would have to agree, meaning a whole lot of offense, which if you're ready, that can lead me right into my first prop I like.
Oh.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just excited. Maybe I'm jumping the gun here. But
no, man, by all means. The floor is yours, sir.
All right, awesome. So the first one I saw off the board that really piqued my interest in this game anyway is Jerick McKinnon to go over 57.5 rushing plus receiving yards. Rushing plus receiving is not always a good way to go because, a player may be a little bit lower end on one or the other. But Jerick McKinnon, although he doesn't get a whole lot of opportunities as far as rushing, when he does, he seems to be taking advantage of those opportunities. And that's just looking at his average. I don't know if that's something you can pull up on StatMuse right now.
Yeah, I got StatMuse up.
So it's not huge numbers in any way. As far as his rushing, he's not really known for that so much. He's more of your third down back type. But anyone who's watched any football with Jerick McKinnon playing in it knows that he's not the number one back, right? So he's going to be second string or your third down back, change of pace, however you want to say it. He's not going to get the majority of the snaps, but when he does, again, he takes full advantage. So let me just go over a few things here. Like I said, with rushing, we're going to kind of use that as our safety net. And the reason for that is he's so damn good at catching the ball out of the backfield. This good, in fact. He was in the top 10 for running backs in the league in 3 receiving categories, okay? Stay with me here. He was running back 9 in receptions, so catching the ball out of the backfield, running back 9. Running back 4, so cracked the top 5 in yardage from running backs. And he was the number 1 running back in the league in receiving TDs this past season. And that's as a backup. Or not even, like I said, not a backup, but a third down back, change of pace. Not the everyday, bell cow, first string back there. So to me, that's super impressive as it is. Add on top of that, that he's in a playoff situation. Playoff football always brings the best out of the best players. And he's out there catching passes like crazy. His reception should be pretty good to look at too, but at 57.5 rush and receiving yards, like I said, with that safety blanket of the rushing yards, I definitely can see him just smashing through that line. 58 yards should be no problem for him at all. So some numbers on his receiving real quick, because I can sit here and give you my opinion all I want. But let's hear some numbers. So out of the backfield, and again, the rushing, I don't really have a lot of stats on that because there's just really not a lot to go over. But as far as receiving, he caught 56 balls for 512 yards and 9 TDs this past season. Again, number 1 receiving back in TDs. So there you go. That lets you know, even though he's not the number 1 back, he's still got plenty of usage. He's going to get the snaps. And, something tells me Mahomes will find a way to get him involved in the offense and will be able to smash through that 57.5 line.
You know what's interesting? I know you can't see my screen, but I'm sitting here looking at receptions, and, you got Kelsey and Juju and MVS. Then there's Jerick McKinnon. His line is higher than most of these receivers. Well, at least in line with most of these receivers. So that should tell you something right there. I mean, they're basically giving him a good chance of 4 to 5 receptions. And he makes the most out of that. He's a yak guy. I mean, he catches that ball and he's gone. I mean, he showed incredible speed, incredible, versatility throughout the season. He's a lot of fun to watch. So I like this pick, John. I really do.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. All right, so I'll go ahead and go over mine from this game. I actually have two from this game. Ooh. So the first one is going to be a rushing attempt prop, and that is going to be for Travis Etienne. So, okay. So this play really does not depend on any kind of game script to play out, right? So if we see, Jacksonville get ahead, which is not very likely, but if we do, we're going to see Travis Etienne just pounding the rock, right? Now let's think of a game script that's more likely. Patrick Mahomes goes up by 3 or 4 touchdowns, by the half, and these guys are going to play catch up. And guess what? We saw that game script last week against the Chargers. Okay, and what happened? Etienne still got his touches. Okay, he got 20 of them. All right. I really like this play. Vegas likes this play too. The weird thing about it is that the line on the sports books is at 15.5, and somehow PrizePicks has managed to bump it down to 15. So I'm going to try to take advantage of that mistake by them and go ahead and lock in Travis Etienne at 15 rush attempts.
I think we all should.
Yeah. I think that the lines have moved and just it hasn't caught on yet. So anyway, that's my first pick from this game. My second pick is going to be very similar to last week's, and there's a reason for that, and that's because it played out exactly like we thought it would, okay? That's going to be Christian Kirk.
Love it when that happens.
Yeah.
Love it when that happens.
Isn't that the best? Christian Kirk over 62.5 receiving yards. So this is pretty simple. There's really not any reason to get in here and waste everybody's time, okay? It's the same scenario as last week. In fact, it worked out so good last week. He had, 7 yards at the beginning of the half?
Yeah, right about that. We were very sweaty.
Well, yeah, but at the same time we weren't. In fact, I told the group, look, if there's ever going to be a sure thing play, it's going to be Christian Kirk receiving yards for the second half. I think it was at 34 or 35. Anyway, we took that. Obviously, it hit almost instantly. But, this is their guy. This is the guy they paid their money to. This is the guy that's going to come in and catch the balls when it matters. He's going to get the targets. He's going to get the catches. He's going to get the yards. So give me Christian Kirk over 62.5 receiving yards.
Yeah, that sounds like a good play.
Yep. And you got one more for us, John?
I sure do. It's my favorite one, actually. So not from that game. I've got one from the Eagles.
Well, here, let me pull up the Eagles real quick. So, yeah, we've got Giants at Eagles. All right. We've got Philly -7. We got 47 over under. So, kind of middle of the range there. Probably see some scoring, probably see some defense. But looks like there's not going to be any weather. So we should be in store for some decent football here. What do you think?
I would have to agree. Good day to be passing the ball through the air. Good day to run, too. But I'm hoping for the former. I really want to see Jalen Hurts chunking that ball around. And primarily to my second pick for today and for you guys, Devontae Smith to go over 62.5 receiving yards. I am just up to my neck here in reasons why you should do this. All analytical, all good stuff. But let me just kind of narrow it down to one or two here for you. So, Devontae Smith has been electric since joining the Eagles in 2021. That's not, news to any of you or to most of you. What may be news, though, is something I find very appealing about this prop, is that in 4 career games against the G-Men, Smith has only missed this line once, that being his first meeting with them in November of his rookie year. I don't know if you're looking at that right now on StatMuse or not, but
no, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, so it's all right there for you to see. As I said, in 4 games against the G-Men, one time he missed this line. He was kind of close on the other ones too, but so Giants' number 1 quarterback, Adoree Jackson's return to the lineup definitely helped diminish the production of Justin Jefferson when they played the Vikings. And if we see something similar with Jackson, if he's going to put that kind of pressure on A.J. Brown, who's the Eagles' number 1 receiver, then we may see Devontae go absolutely nuts. His line is only at 62.5, but if they, no one's going to shut down A.J. Brown. Let's be real. But, Adoree Jackson can definitely slow him down quite a bit. And if that's the case, like I said, the table set for Devontae Smith to just go absolutely bananas, which is what I'd love to see. I see him absolutely smashing through 62 and a half yards receiving.
Yeah, no, I love it. I mean, to me, that's pretty obvious. Great pick.
Appreciate it. Yep, I thought so too. I like yours, man. I think I'm going to steal.
Yeah? All right, I'll steal yours too here. I'll go ahead and lock it in.
Fine.
Look, if you guys are going to tail this, I would suggest putting it in a flex or maybe taking a few, kind of mixing and matching.
Anything can happen, guys. Don't forget that.
Yeah, we are gambling at the end of the day. These are calculated risks, but I would flex it, mix and match. I'm going to set it as a power play because, we've done our homework on this one. So, yeah, hey, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, comment. Else.
Hey, let us know what some of your favorite plays are in the comments, by all means.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that would be great. All right, very good. You got anything else, John?
No, I think we're all set, man. You guys enjoy tomorrow, and let's make that money, son.
All right, guys. Good luck.